Password failed this time. Anything wrong with zip power? Really? Your password keep you time. Do you press fail that with any? Do you want to time? It will break the red you all time. Break 1, 2, happy.
เฮ้ยอย่า